Welcome to another episode of Can We Call It AI-migos? In today's episode, we'll be discussing machine learning, otherwise known as ML. Machine learning is a type of computer science that enables computers to learn and make decisions without the explicit programming to do so.
This is great as it means computers can learn things and replicate processes that are unique to humans, such as driving, speech recognition, and spam filtering.
Machine learning works by giving the computer a set of training data, which it uses to learn patterns and make predictions. Ideally, this data is labeled, meaning that input labels have corresponding output labels.
The model then learns the relationships between the input data and the output labels and adjusts its internal parameters to minimize the error between the predicted output and the true output.
Once the model has been trained, though, it can make predictions based on unseen data, using relationships it learned based on training data.
This is all really abstract though, so you might be wondering how actual machine learning works. ML comes in three forms: supervised, unsupervised, and reinforcement learning.
In supervised learning, the model is trained based on labeled data, where the correct output is provided for each example in the training set. This is needed when classification is the goal, such as determining if an email is spam or not.
In unsupervised learning, however, the model isn't given any labeled training data and must figure out patterns on its own, kind of like building an IKEA table without any instructions. One application of unsupervised learning is clustering, where we group similar data points. For example, determining credit risk based on a bank's historical records.
In reinforcement learning, though, the model must interact with the environment on its own and learn via trial and error. Feedback is provided in the forms of rewards or punishments, and this is needed when you want to make a system which doesn't need human intervention, such as autonomous vehicles or robots, which have objectives.
Now, let's talk about the ethical considerations of ML, such as bias in its data and its impact on employment. After all, machine learning algorithms can only be as good as the data they are trained on. This can have serious consequences, especially when biased algorithms are used for life-changing decisions, such as loan approvals. Take the example of computer scientist Joy Bolomwini, who was working with facial analysis software when she noticed that the algorithm could not detect her face. This is because the people who created this algorithm had not trained it to identify a broad range of facial tones and facial structures.
Furthermore, as machine learning becomes more advanced, there is a chance that it could automate tasks currently performed by human workers, leading to their displacement.
As ML becomes increasingly prevalent, we should ensure its responsible usage to minimize the negative consequences on larger society. If you'd like to learn more about AI for free, you can take the AISG courses linked in the description below and stay tuned for more episodes.